Hey everybody, what's up? How's it going? Welcome, this is Sean. Thanks for being here. So you guys must have seen my previous episode where I went to the New Balance store in Alabang Town Center. I wanted to buy shower slides. I'd seen those slides in that store before, but something somehow always stopped me from buying, and that day I decided, heck, I'm gonna buy it because I've always wanted them, right? So they didn't have the slides. They ran out of stock. So I did say in that video that I was gonna go to Festival Mall, and this video is about that Festival Mall trip where I know they have the slides, right? I went today and they did have the slides, but not in my size. The smallest they had was size 13, so I was disappointed. And man, those slides right now to me, because they're so exclusive, that the value of those slides just skyrocketed in my eyes. So I'm on the hunt for New Balance slides. There aren't many New Balance stores around. There's one in ATC, there's one in Festival right here where I live in the south, but this means I'll have to go to Manila, probably BGC, Trinoma, or Glorieta to find those slides. And I'm not gonna buy them online. The thrill is in the hunt. Okay, so no slides, but I did come home with this. It's not quite the slides I was looking for. It's totally different product, but I'm happy just the same. Ta-da, guess what? It's a New Balance visor. I'm not a visor guy, I'm more of a hat guy. The cap they had in the store was white net mesh. It was a white net mesh finish hat, and I'm terrified of white, so I wasn't gonna buy that. The visor is black, and it's got the NB logo here right on front, so it works. Let's put it on. All right, take a look at that. How'd you like my visor, guys? All right, here we go. So I bought the visor, and I wouldn't miss an opportunity to check out the sneakers in the New Balance store in Festival Mall. And this time we're gonna focus on the midpoint. We're gonna focus on the sneakers under 4K, because you know how New Balance is sometimes. There's sneakers that are 14,000 peso levels, super expensive, and you have the cheap ones at 1,600, 1,700. We're gonna check the midpoint, right, under 4K. I'm gonna show you a bunch of sneakers. It's gonna be fun. This is interesting. There's a bunch of X racers. There's 996s. There's 997Hs. Here we go. Okay guys, we kick things off with a beautiful New Balance 996. This is a gray pair, obviously. We also have a blue one, which I'm going to show you later on. So if you love New Balance, you gotta love gray also, because gray is the color of New Balance. Look at this, guys. 2,877. It's a steal. It's coming from 4,795. And this came out not too long ago. I don't know. It hasn't even been a year, I think. All right, but there's one thing you should know about this 996. This is the 996 V2. This is the Made in Asia release. You might know that there is a Made in USA 996, a heritage pair, and they have New Balance has 996 bringbacks, which are the Made in USA ones. We don't have that here, obviously, in the Philippines. You know where I saw a bunch of 996 bringbacks? The greatest, the best collection of 996 bringbacks for sale. This is in Ueno in Japan. In my recent trip late last year, I believe that was November of 2019, there was this store in some back street in Ueno that sold New Balances, and they just had the greatest, the craziest 996 bringbacks I've seen anywhere. So I'm definitely going back there, and I'm coming back home to the Philippines with 996 that nobody else has seen, so I'm excited for that. So 996 V2, check it out, 2,800, great catch. And over here is the navy pair I was telling you about. This is the navy 996. New Balance is known for gray and navy, and guess what you get with this sneaker? You have the navy and the gray. You have the gray end logo, the gray laces, the gray sock liner, the gray heel tab. Nice sneaker, man. Okay, another beautiful sneaker here is the New Balance X90. Now, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with the X90. I remember when these came out a couple of years ago, I first saw them in Korea. We were on holiday in Korea, and these dropped at the time we were there. And I was like, wow, these are nice. But for some reason, I didn't pick it up, you know, and I still don't understand why I didn't, and why to this day they're only 3,300 pesos, coming from 6,700, and I still can't seem to love it as much. I can't seem to love it enough to actually buy it. I don't know, you tell me. It's a great looking sneaker, nice, sleek, and sexy. It's a nod to the 90s, obviously, but it still isn't for me, I think. So what do you guys think? The next sneaker under 4K is actually an under 2K sneaker, 1,977. This is the 373. Take a look, guys. I'm showing you a brown pair, but these sneakers don't look as premium as, let's say, the 574s, right, or the 997Hs. It's a good looking sneaker, but it doesn't quite look like it's premium. It doesn't feel like it's premium. So I don't know if that's a game changer for you, but if budget is your priority and if budget is your only consideration, this will do the job. For under 2K, you get a sneaker with suede and with nylon, and it's comfortable, it's lightweight. Go for it. Hey, look at this, guys. This is the New Balance 210, 3,500 pesos. Just take a look at the finish. Black and gum, one of the best combos ever. It reminds me so much of a Vans Old School, maybe a Vans Skate. This just looks nice, rugged, classy at the same time. You can wear them anywhere. Check it out. And we get to the X Racers. Yes, the X Racers have finally broken the 4,000 peso mark. They're down to 3,996. When these came out last year, there was some kind of scarcity, I would say. You know, I remember when I bought my pair in BGC, I was told by the guy at the store that they only have one pair per size at the time, and the colorways at the time were I'm not gonna name the colorways, but there were only 4 to choose from, and there was only one pair per size, and that's how limited they were when they dropped last year. But man, take a look at the X Racers. They're everywhere. There's an abundance. There's probably an overage, and you know, they're just sitting on shelves. And there's a saturation of X Racers out there. So they're on sale. That's a good thing. You know, 3,900. Consider it. Hey, before we move forward, I'd like to remind you of our giveaway. I'm giving away a brand new New Balance 574, the classic silhouette, probably the most popular New Balance of all time. I'm giving it away in your size, brand new. The mechanics are simple. All you have to do is to subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, comment on this video. The rest of the mechanics are at the description. It's January 22nd. My goal, at least, is to load the video on the 22nd of this month, and we're drawing the winner on February 1st. And that's about a week away, all right? So, good luck. And ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you one of the best deals in the house. This is the Fresh Foam Rove, 2,577 pesos. And for that price, you get a performance/lifestyle sneaker. Take a look at the heel counter. Take a look at that heel cup, those ripples, the neoprene, heel support. That's just unique, right? Gum bottoms, and it has that Oreo finish in the upper. Check it out. And over here we have kind of a playful sneaker, 3,300 pesos. It's coming from 6,795. This is the Fresh Foam More. Look at that sole, guys. Isn't that the highest sole you've ever seen? It's a performance sneaker, but isn't this height a little too dangerous? I don't know, but I'm just gonna trust that New Balance knows what they're doing. It's a high-profile, thick midsole sneaker. Consider it, if anything. I'm sure they're pretty comfortable to walk in. I don't know if they're a running sneaker. I should have done my research, but hey, it's worth checking out. And finally, for 2,997 pesos, this wraps up our under 4K special, and if you haven't noticed, most of these sneakers are actually under 3K, so that's good, right? This is the 997H, another classic looking sneaker. Classic because it takes inspiration from the 997, all right? So this is the 997H. It's kind of like the little brother. It's like the 996 V2. You know, it's not quite the 996, but it's still a 996, and that's the same mindset here with the 997H. Check it out. And that's all the time we have for this episode. And before we go, I'd like to remind you that your value as a person is not measured by what's on your feet. Be kind, that's more important than sneakers. I'll see you next time.